Information received. Internet connection established. You have received a voicemail.
Mobile Task Force Kappa 42. Angel reporting in. Item SCP-1421. The Unreliable Oracle. Object Class: Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. SCP-1421 is to be contained on site within the Braden Forest Nature Reserve. To avoid interaction with members of the public, a fenced exclusion zone with a diameter of 100 meters is to be maintained by embedded personnel within the local wildlife trust, and nature trails paths redirected. Acorns dispersed by SCP-1421 are to be collected and kept in secure storage at Sector 25. Under no circumstances are personnel to interact with SCP-1421-1 unless authorized to do so by Dr. Skinner. Description: SCP-1421 is a single specimen of the English oak located within Braden Forest, Wiltshire, England. It is situated at the center of a natural clearing, approximately 20 meters in diameter. Adjacent vegetation is visibly malnourished, and the ground immediately surrounding SCP-1421, with a radius of 5 meters, is defoliated. Its anomalous properties become apparent when any source of chemical or electrical energy is introduced within 5 meters of SCP-1421. Power sources of this nature are rapidly depleted via an unknown mechanism. In human subjects, this rapidly induces a state similar to that caused by long-term fasting. It is unknown to what extent the state contributes to the perception of or the response to subjects of SCP-1421-1. SCP-1421-1 is the likeness of a face and partial hand of an elderly human male with a full beard, carved into the east side of SCP-1421's trunk, 1.7 meters from the ground. SCP-1421-1 does not move, and mechanical recordings have failed to detect speech or any other sound emanating from the carving. However, subjects exposed to SCP-1421 are extremely likely to perceive SCP-1421-1 talking to them and attempting to establish a dialogue. SCP-1421-1 is apparently sapient and displays in-depth knowledge of both the subjects of previous individuals with whom it has conversed. As related by subjects exposed to SCP-1421, SCP-1421-1 represents itself as a nature god or woodland deity, and will seek to prefer advice and information that it claims will advance the subject's interests. Advice preferred by SCP-1421-1 frequently takes the form of a prophecy, whereby some desirable result will be produced if the subject carries out the task. The task is frequently of an unethical and legally dubious nature, including but not limited to suggestions that the subject professionally embarrass, steal from, injure, or kill friends, family, colleagues, or strangers. SCP subjects who follow SCP-1421-1's advice enjoy no unusual protection from the consequences of their actions, and arrest or death is the typical outcome. As far as can be established, subjects are under no compulsion to obey SCP-1421. However, the preternatural nature of the experience and the altered state induced by the proximity to SCP-1421 has led to several individuals willing to carry out its suggestions. Recovery Log 1421. SCP-1421's anomalous properties were discovered during a raid on the encampment of the WPF, a radical environmentalist group. The WPF have been drawn to the Foundation's attention by embedded agents and local law enforcement due to the group's unusually rapid escalation from peaceful protest to criminal and terroristic acts. Founded in 2009 as Protect the Wiltshire Forest, the group was best known for public awareness campaigns and petitions against building works or forested on woodland areas. In 2010, the group participated in sit-ins in the Braden Forest to attempt to prevent construction of a trunk road connecting the B4040 and B4042. During these protests, the group evidently made contact with SCP-1421-1. The WPF subsequently established a semi-permanent base in the nature reserve, rebranding themselves as the Protect the Wilderness Front. On 15/7/2010, the group was implicated in the criminal assault in his own home of a Wiltshire councillor who had voted for the building plans, and the failed letter bombing on 19/7/2010 of the parish clerk who had filed the motion, neither of which measures persuaded Wiltshire Council to abandon construction on the road. On 2/8/10, 5 individuals matching the description of WPF members entered a branch of Lloyd's TSC, threatening the cashiers with an unlicensed and most likely stolen .22 caliber shotgun. The recovery and robbery appears to have been poorly thought out and executed, with the group failing to gain access to the funds in the branch's cash's machine. The group was subsequently pursued, and one of their number placed under citizen's arrest by bystanders. When turned over to the Wiltshire police, the group member stated that the robbery had been carried out at the direction of the God, and provided the location of the group's forest camp, at which point personnel from Sector 25 were dispatched to investigate. The corpse of a further group member, in an advanced state of mummification, was found at the base of SCP-1421. A further group member was found in his apartment in Braden, having apparently committed suicide. The location of the final WPF member, who seems to have been the group's leader, has not yet been established. His apartment contained literature from the deep ecology and anarchist movements. Stay safe, stay alert, and don't listen to the tree.